Make sure you check out Qumu and DJ Joe, link in the description and at the end of the video!
Hi, I'm Jason Cracknell, otherwise known as Drawing by the Book, and I've finished my drawing of Dead Cells, which you might not know or so I've actually been working on for a long time, because I started it on my drawing pad and I got it all done and I was really excited about it and I loved it so much that I went straight to trying to do it on digital. At the time I still had my Mac and my Mac kept crashing on me, so it just stopped working. I ended up deleting that file. And now since I got my new computer, I've restarted the whole thing and got it finished, and it is now finished, and I'm really actually glad and happy to see it finished, because it's just, it makes me happy just to see it done after all that time of just faffing around and not getting anywhere with it, to now see it done and me being really happy with it and how it turned out. However, it was a bit awkward because of all the because of the primary colours which contrast each other, which in the game you want, because it helps the character just stand out and be like, I am here, which for the player is very useful so you can keep track of them. For an actual art piece, they just keep contrasting each other and it just, oh, it looks awful. So trying to like blend colours in together for this drawing, it was really awkward to do. So I had to, I did go with the blue and the red and everything like how it is in the game, but I had to kind of settle for like a purplish shading, which I actually really liked, and it helped just combine the red and the blue together so that they didn't horribly contrast each other. So I actually had a lot of fun like that, and you might have heard me saying about my last couple ones that I've been trying to use more color shading, and this is exactly what I've been wanting, so that I got to do this and really try it out was great fun for me and great experience, so I really liked doing this one. It was a lot of fun. The other thing is the background. I decided to do the ramparts because the ramparts is my favorite area to look at. It's just gorgeous artwork there. So I wanted to do the ramparts, but it actually took me quite a while to do, but I got there, I got it done, and I think it works really well. And then of course added the orange filter over the top of him so that his colors once again didn't contrast with how the background was, and he actually fitted in. And I've got to be honest, I've actually been addicted to this game since I first saw it like a couple of years ago, just the beta version. One of the YouTubers I watched, Tear of Grace, who first played it, and I watched the content and I immediately looked at it and I was like, this is the kind of game which I want to play, I want this. And I've just been keeping my eye on it for a couple of years now until it's now been finally released just a couple of months ago, and I finally got my hands on it, I finally played it, and oh my god, it's brilliant, I love it. It's like my favorite game right now. I haven't played any other game in like since it's been released. This is like Breath of the Wild level for me. I usually get like hooked on a game, but not to this extent to where I just can't really seem to put it down. The only game since then that I've had this happen to me is Breath of the Wild. I played through Breath of the Wild about 2 playthroughs before I actually put it down. I was like, right, let's play something else. I think the game I picked up after it was Mario Odyssey. That was the thing that broke my chain of Breath of the Wild. But now I've got the problem with Dead Cells, and I can't put down Dead Cells because every single run I restart it because I've just died or just defeated it. I'm like, just one more run. It's really addictive and I'm terrible at it. Well, I'm not terrible at the game, but I'm terrible at just giving in to my addiction. I need to stop it. It's really bad. But every single time I restart the game, I'm just like, oh, I really like that item. Alright, one more run. While it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. It's not to that extent. That's only me during the holidays. I do try and get some sleep. But if you haven't like played Dead Cells, I would highly recommend it. It's Metroidvania with random generated seeds, which means every playthrough you play through the same areas, but each time it will be different and randomized with different enemies in different areas, different layouts, so on and so on. And I've just finally completed I completed boss cell 1, which is the first like real difficulty, and oh my god, that's the learning curve when it comes up to just like difficulty is incredibly hard for this game. I could not believe it when I first saw it, because I was just like, I'm stuck here, I can't do anything, what do I do? I'm stuck. And you just have to like keep working at it, but keep working at it is so satisfying to do. I love the Dark Souls game, but every single time I just get to a point where I'm just like, I don't want to progress any further. Not because I'm not enjoying the game, just because of like the unknown and not wanting to really deal with that unknown. Whereas Dead Cells, it's like, sure, it still has that idea of the unknown and you don't know what you're going to come against, but I want to push forward with it. It doesn't stop me and be like, no, I don't want to do that. And I think it's because of the whole ability of it, of that death doesn't matter in this game. If you die, you've still made progress. Whereas in Dark Souls, if you die, you lose about 3 games worth of progress. So the continuous progress made is just so satisfying in Dead Cells, and just, I can't praise this game enough. The weapons are satisfying to use, the art is beautiful, killing anything and everything is just amazing to do, collecting cells, putting them into the collector, collecting blueprints? Collecting blueprints is just satisfying to do. And I can't stop! It's really bad! I've got like an actual addiction, and I can't stop it! I need to stop it! But this artwork was still really fun to do, and I feel like it was a nice tribute for me to Dead Cells. For what Dead Cells has given to me through its game and Motion Twins have created, it felt right to do this before the game came out, because I actually did the sketch of it before the game came out, and they were lovely enough to like my posts and comment on them, which I am so grateful for. I never expected that to happen. But since then, a couple of months later, well, was it? Yeah, it was about months later, I've then done the digital one, and it's turned out so much better than the sketch drawing. But of course, they're going to be better on digital, because I can do so much more work, so much quicker on the digital, and just get so much more detail. That's what I love about the digital. It's just so much little bits of detail which you can just add in, which is so hard to do when any little detail is like not even like a millimeter distance. Whereas this, it's just like zoom in and then easy coverage of that tiny area. But that's the obvious advantage of the digital, and I just wish it was so much more accessible for people, because the power that digital have is so immense. And it feels really annoying when people are just like, they need to get this, they need to get the added detail. Some people are really good at it, don't get me wrong, some people love doing that, and all the power to them for the people who love doing it that way and love or are able to get that small, minute details onto the paper. Like, good on you. I am not able to do that. I'm way too imprecise for that. So, good on you. But for the people who aren't like that, digital is just so well made for them, and there's so many people who can't pick it up because it's just so expensive, which is a bit of a shame. But until something changes in the future, it's just going to stay that way, which sucks, but it is how it is. Leaving you on a bit of a bum note there, was a bit sad. But hey, Dead Cells is finished. I do hope you like it. I really love doing it. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.